live, and then we can start with our introductions, okay? Let me check right here. Okay, I think now we are live on YouTube, so I will start talking a little bit about me. I will introduce myself, and then I will choose someone to continue, all right? So my name is Carlos apenas, and I work as a software engineer to a company located in USA, but I live here in Brazil. So I only could achieve that because Talk and Talk helped me a lot to gain confidence when I'm speaking English. After I joined the Talk and Talk community, I did more than 60 interviews, 65 now counting. And I only could do that because Talk and Talk, as I say, helped me to lose my fear of speaking English. I know my English is not perfect, but it's good enough to work abroad and be paid in dollars. I think everyone who work with IT, I forgot to mention, I'm a software engineer, so everyone in my field want to do that. Of course, I'm not a rich. Today we will talk about finance and investment and money. I'm not a rich, but uh, it's really good to work abroad. Not only because of money, but because the company I'm working is really, really good. I think it's the best place I've ever worked until now. That say, this is me, guys. As I say, I'm a student just like you, but I want to know you. I want, uh, sorry, I froze. I want to listen from you guys something a little bit about you, and maybe the guys on YouTube want to know you as well. Let's start with Fusion Juso. I already know you, but you know how the immersion works. So talk a little bit about you, please.
Morning, guys. I'm John, so I'm 26 years old. I'm from Sergipe. Um, I have been talking here for more than an year, I think. I I like to play guitar, study, travel, and that's it.
All right, all right. And I don't remember, but you did an interview. You say you do an interview last week,
Yeah, I did it.
and how was the interview?
Was good. But it wasn't in English. It was in Portuguese.
Portuguese.
I am in another process. This is in English, but I don't know yet if I will talk with someone. But I am waiting for it. But was in Portuguese was good, but I don't receive a return yet. I don't know what happened.
No problem, no problem. Guys, do interviews. If you want to work abroad, do interviews in English and Portuguese because you had to get used with the situation. You know, open your camera, talk with a microphone, and don't get shy. So you need to get used. All right. And what about you, Rodrigo? Can you talk a little bit about you? I know you are already had a small talk, but people on YouTube want to know you.
Okay. Good morning. I am Rodrigo. I am 39 years old. I am married and have two daughters. I currently working as a data engineer, IT too. I was born in Ituverava, São Paulo, but currently live in Franca, São Paulo. I graduated with a degree in system information. In my free time, I like to play with my daughters, make barbecues and drink beers. I like travel with my family too. I like to watching TV series and movies. I like reading a lot of subject subjects of the books and the histories and um, soft skills and IT anyway. And I think I learned English because I liking this learning other English. I like learning other cultures, but I think in the next years, I think in this working in the IT in the other countries and the pay in the dollar on the or euro, and that's it, I think.
All right. That's really interesting. Thank you for sharing, Rodrigo. So guys, as I say today, we talk about money investments. I know maybe this can be a hard topic, but there is an expression I like a lot. I don't know how to say that in English, so I will say in Portuguese. É no fogo bem mais forte que se forja o aço bom. So we need pressure to learn new stuff, because other way we will waste our time. And I don't want to do that. If you are here to practice our English, let's do this in a good way. So let's start with the first question. Rodrigo, can you start reading the question number one to us and start answering?
Yes. What do you know about investments? What have you heard about them? Okay. I I I know about investments in the last years because I see in the more news in the news, in the YouTube, in the social media, um, thinkings talking about investments. And I have a little experience for this because this I think in this investment is good for my life and for my life with all people's. And for me, investment is potential potential and saving financial life in all people's. Um, but investment is not in dreams, no, is not is not I think in dreams. It not is not easy, is not canned dreams. I think in this now is more news for investments. It is in investment is very easy in investment in this in this paper. I know people know investment in this form in your wealthy is easy in 1 year you gain and 1 million in 1 year you gain very a lot money. I don't believe in this because I think in investment is not loteria, but I think investment is good in life and all peoples.
All right, that's really good. Thank you, Rodrigo. And what about you, João Gilson? What do you know about investments?
I since I was a kid, I think about it. I don't know why, but I think about it. So when I grew up, I started to study but about the investments, how it works. Uh, Today I just studies, watch videos on the internet. And the yeah, and that's it. Just today learning, I watch videos. Learning. I read uh, things on the internet too. Uh, I got a lot content about it. Um, and I think that I have a good knowledge about the investments, how it works. Uh, so I understand that investments can be good for you. Don't lose your money from the in, I don't know in English inflation. I don't know. That's it.
Inflation. You can say inflation.
Inflation. It's a way to protect your money from it. In the It's possible to earn money uh in a time, but like Rodrigo told you here, I don't think it's a game like a bet. uh, that's it.
All right, that's really good. And I like what you say about bets because nowadays it's common here in Brazil. People try to gambling, on those websites, either Tigrinho games, and that's really awful to me because I know the value of my work and the money I receive, and I can't understand why people waste their money. It's too hard to earn money, to make money, and they spend a lot of money. And I know some guys here in my city who go do some. Oh my gosh, I forgot this word in English. This is why I like talk and talk, because the different subjects work really good when we need to train our vocabulary. Eu esqueci como dizer empréstimo. A loan. They did a loan with agiota. I don't know if there is agiota in English, but and they have to leave the city because they broke. Of course, if you make a loan to play Tigrinho, this will be bad. I don't know a lot about investments, but I know a little bit. I like to read about it. I like to watch videos about that. But the last, I don't know, 3 years, I'm studying a lot. I don't have a lot of money invest yet, but I like to learn. And the basic rule I learn is we need to protect our money from inflation because otherwise we will lose money. It's more important to keep the money you have than earn more money. And I passed that phase of when you start to read about it. Oh, I will become rich with that. So, uh, deixei já a ganância de lado. I don't know how to say ganância, envy. I don't know. And that's it. So let's go to the question number two. Since both of you say you already studied something or read something or know something about investments, guys, do you invest your money, and how and what do you invest in? When did you start investing, or do you plan to start? It's a lot of questions on same questions, but you can have only a single answer, and it's not a problem. Okay, let's start with you, Rodrigo. Question number two: do you invest your money?
Okay. Before answering these questions, eu ia mandar um Little Tiger no jogo de tigrinho.
Yeah, little
Little,
tiger.
little tiger, and healthy, public healthy for
Uh,
me. It's problem public health. All people
yeah.
is losing the little tiger. Okay, answer two. And now, no, I don't invest in this moment because I I have other periods now in my life, but in last 3 years, I think 3 or 4 years, I investment part of my money because I have in construction my house in the last 4 years, and investments help me finish more fast my construction, my house. It's good in this time, but in I learning in this time, investment is not easy. Investment is good for you learning a lot. More rules is more type of investments, and I learning in this time, and I think in more timing for results. I don't know a longo prazo. Um, but next year, I I prepare my financial leave, but start investments too in the next year.
All right.
Um,
Sorry.
more hard for me, more hard for me, hardest part of investment. I think in this more rules for investments, more and more rules. Investment is difficult because is do you see all all news, all subjects in business and global financial, and more thinkings affect direct investments. Do you see all things is difficult for me? Não sei se deu para entender, mas ficar ligado em todas essas coisas é muito difícil.
Yeah, I know that. And sometimes can be hard to keep up it. Sorry, to keep up and keep post. I forget the expression, but it's hard to keep knowing everything about everything, you know. É difícil você saber tudo sobre tudo. All right, and what about you, João Gilson? Do you invest your money?
Yes, I do it a little bit. Uh, so I have done it since my first job, I think. I already get all I did put it again. One time I needed to buy a new computer. So I got all that I have there. So and the buy a new computer. So I have this habit to do it always. Today I can do it. So I don't know in the future, but I do it because I think that it can be good for my future. So I say that I work a lot and I try to earning money to don't need to work a lot in the future. So I think it. So I have studied about the investments, about finance, I about the um all of it to understand the best way to put my money. So I think it's sometimes can be it's a little hard or take good decisions can be a lot more hard because it's need to do some analysis if you put something in something like that it has more risks. So it so if it's a person that don't have a lot of knowledge, I could say that it's better to have an accessor. I think it's accessor. To help. But if there's no a lot of risks, I don't have problem. I don't see problem. So I think there is a lot of ways. There are stocks. There are Bitcoin. I don't know. Bitcoin it's investment, but I think it's a good way because I think this it can increase a lot in the time, but don't put a lot of money there. Okay, I don't agree with this. Put your money where you can keep it safe. But there, what you can lost, you don't you have problem with this. I think about that. I think this.
All right. Thank you, João Gilson. You say you gave really good informations, both of you guys. And what about me? Yeah, I invest my money, but I need to say before I start answering, I'm not an advisor. I'm not saying to you guys, do what I do, of course. Uh, One expression I learned when I start to study is you need to use your adult pants. Você tem que vestir as calças de adulto, and take your own decisions. Okay. So what I do because I know if I lost money, it will be my money. And will be only my own responsibility. Okay, and I can't blame anyone else than me. So say that I like to invest my money, and 3 years ago when I started to study, I go directly to cryptocurrencies, and that time I was working as a police officer, and I have a friend who invests money in the police department, and he start his career, as I say, as an investor buying bitcoins. In that time, he bought 3 bitcoins because it was way cheaper, and when he made 100 USA dollars, he sell everything and convert to Brazilian reais, and then start to invest in real estate and buying some shares, stocks, and we start to talk about that, and I start, oh, there is a different world I didn't know, because I already tried to learn about renda fixa and other things like that, but I didn't see value on that. But at Bitcoin, because I work as a software engineer, I start to read about the technology aspects from that, and why cryptocurrencies are different from other types of investment. And that start a problem because I'm so curious, and I start to read a lot, and it's been this way since 3 years ago. So the first year I was thinking I will become rich, and I used to have a lot of ganancia, but nowadays I know, the as I say, I know, of course this can help me to get a better future, but I don't think I will become richer. I like a philosophy who say filosofia basta de acumulação de patrimônio. It's hard to pronounce this in English, but I like this philosophy because these guys say you need to work if you want to become rich. But of course, you need to work smart, learn new stuff, learn what is making more money nowadays, and use the money you earn working to invest. And as João Gilson said, we need to use this kind of investments to get a better future. So this is what I do nowadays. And of course, I put only the drink money, só coloco o dinheiro da cachaça, no Bitcoin, não coloco o dinheiro do leite. And that's it, because if I lost, I will not lose so much. And if I gain something, it will be a higher gain, because we had a lot of volatility in Bitcoins. That's it. That's only the kind. This is the only investment I do. It's only in crypto, and that's my experience. So let's go to other question, because I talk too much. What investment do you think are risk, and what investments do you think are safer? Let's listen you, Joan Gilson. Question number 3.
I think I talk here about Brazil. It's I have acknowledged, but I think the investments that he has risks are cryptos, Bitcoin, etc. Uh, because it has a high votal- volatility. I don't know in English. So what when it is up, it's good. When it's down, it's not good. So the people that don't have a strong heart in this period can lost a lot money because they can take all that they have there. So sell all in a lower value, for example. I think shares, ações, uh, or risk is too because you have to analyze better uh, it and to take good decisions. So it's risks. There are risks there too. Uh, Same doing good, taking good decisions. Something can happen and the price can down in a period in a period. It can be a small or not. I don't know. Sometimes the government can take decisions, then can and your decision in invest was good, but the government told the something and the down all down in the another day. So uh if someone wanted to invest in it needs to have a strong heart. First, start step by step. No, put all money there. Doing it in parts and understand how it works, because can be uh, hard sometimes. Or you can lose money if you don't await in a good time to take to sell. Uh, I think two of these two are the risks and the I don't know in English renda fixa. They are more secure, but there is something uh that that can be risks too. It's not because it's fixed that can be uh that it does not have risks. All have risks because one one have more and the another haven't a lot of risks. That's it.
All right, thank you, João Gilson. I like what you say about risk, but I want listen from you, Rodrigo. What do you what investments do you think are risk and what investments do you think are safer?
Um, okay. I don't know if you know Flávio Augusto, but he says stability does not exist. For me, it
Yeah,
is not investment is um, a lot of safe. Um, while investment in while decision in life in working and is risk for me have a risk, but it's more safe. I think in this fixed income is I more safe. Real estate too. Gold is investment in gold or dollar is two, and um, more safe, I think, in this. And I think it is. But more risky, I think, in this Bitcoin is crypto in crypto, all crypto for me are more risky. And stocking, investment in stocks. I don't know ações stocks, but I find in the dictionary in stocks. Um, Investments, I think in this, stockings is more risky and cryptos is more risky too. I think in this investment in the one type of the investment is risky too. For example, I have more money in one banking in fixed income is more risky because this bank is false. This bank is I don't know quebra. Uh, I I risk a risk of I don't know perder subiu perder my money. In Brazil, is having one seguro in the fixed income, but this seguro is more, I think, in this, I think in this two, I think in this 2000, no, 200, 2015 million. 250 mil. I don't know 250 mil. Sumiu. But is seguro is more little. Is more people is 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 lose this money because this the bank or because this is more other institutions and have a risk this do you know recuperar these investments. I think in this.
all right. Thank you, Rodrigo. Sometimes it's hard to pronounce numbers in English, and I have the same problem. So we are on the same page. What I think about risk, yeah, I totally agree with you, Rodrigo. I don't believe there is stability. I was a public employee, a public employee, and I became a public employee because I trust in the illusion of the stability. Of course, it's hard to get fired when you're a public employee, but the government prints money, and since the government prints money, they control how much I earn and how much I can make per month, per year. So I start earning. I like to think everything related to US dollars because it's easier to do math, you know. When I start to be a public employee, I earn let's say uh, 500 USA dollars. Então, tipo, quando eu comecei no serviço público, eu ganhava $500. And when I leave the public employee, I was earning almost 400 US dollars. Então, tipo, quando eu comecei, eu ganhava 500 dólares e quando eu saí, eu estava ganhando 400 dólares. But my colleagues didn't understand that because they look, oh, they give us a raise. Now we start earning 2,500 Brazilian reais, and now we are earning 3,000 Brazilian reais. So we got a raise, but when you look to US dollars, you are losing money. And when I start to realize that, and understand the inflation, I realize I wasn't earning more money. I was losing money. So I think all kind of investments, there is some risk, and you need to choose the type of risk you want to you accept. You know, I like what Joan Gilson say about the emotions. I think the first rule you need to understand is how to control your emotions and get rational decisões racionais. And I think nowadays it's more risk to invest in Brazil because if you buy stocks or any kind of investments here in Brazil can be a risk. And since I already living here, I take some part of this risk and I prefer to invest my money in other type of investments than in Brazil because I already live in here, so I already had some risk here. So I try to split the risk in other type of investments. So I don't believe there is a safer type of investment. All kind of investments there is risk. Some type of investments there are more risk than others, but there is no safe investments because like you just say, the government can create rules from their as you know. O cara pode tirar regras e taxas from their ass. I will say that in English because in Portuguese it's bad. So yeah, and I don't like that for all. Okay, let's jump to another question. Let me check. I like the question number 5. Let's jump to the question number 5. And I will start with you, Rodrigo. Can you read the question number 5, please?
Yes, 5 or 4?
5. Let's
5.
go.
Okay.
We will jump to question number 5.
Okay. Is it okay to take out a loan to investment? Is it a good or a bad idea? A
Loan
loan
é empréstimo.
loan. Oh,
Loan
okay,
é
okay,
empréstimo.
okay. No, I think no, because this is more dangerous for me because this when the, when take out a loan, um, you have a time of the pay the loan, I think, in one month and 1 years to pay this loan. If your investment is not returning in this time, you have two problems. First problems, do you know money of pay the loan, I think. One problems, do you know money of pay your loan? Two problems, do you lose the money? Do you lose your money? No. Do you lose one money in what do you lose money that's not you? That's not have you. That's not have you. This problem, but I have friends in starting this type of investment and take out a loan in investment. But for me, is more risky, is more dangerous.
All right, all right. Thank you, Rodrigo. And what about you, Joanson?
Uh, I think it's not a good idea. uh, uh, Most of times, their interest rate is greater than the investment hater. So uh, loan amount we will pay more than what it will increase in an account, for example. Uh, so it's not a good idea. There are forms to do it. I was seeing about it one day, but it's a lot has a lot risks. I was seeing know about Brazil, but in the China the interest rate is lower. In sometimes ago it was negative. So you loan some money, you could give it less than what you get. It's weird. So it's not for me, but it's an example that I saw that the bigger investors do. They take money from this type of country that has a negative interest rate and put it in a country where the interest rate is uh bigger, for example. So they pay the lawyer with the money they receive the another country. But it's a big operation, I think. It's if for big investors. So it's not qualquer pessoa, I don't know, each one people that can do it. Eh, and I think there are a lot of risks in this too.
I see the
All right.
news too. I see the news
Oh,
too. In the culture, I think in this Japan, in the interesting is negative, but now in recent time, it's up in the interesting is more investment is taking on the money in the other quarters this page in this Japan because this
yeah.
not me and you is little investment is bad idea, but I investment have a lot of money. It's okay because this I have 1 million in the country. I put in the pay. Mm, Me and you are more difficult because I have a lot, a lot. I
Exactly.
don't have a lot to pay, though, a lot of money.
Yeah, I totally agree with you guys. And I saw the news related to Japan, Japan, you know. And I totally agree with you guys because the problem take a loan here in Brazil, it's the oh my gosh, I forgot how to say that. Taxa de juros, the fixed, sorry, the interest rate, and if you taking if you are taking a loan here in Brazil, you need to make much more money than the loan you made, and it will be hard because if you go to the standard type of investments like Brazilian treasure or stocks in bonds and anything else, it will be hard to gain from from the inflation and the oh taxa de juros. I forgot. that the interest rate again. So it's not good to us to take loan here in Brazil, but I know some guys who did, like this friend I told you. He got a loan from Crefisa, you know. He got three 30,000 Brazilian reais and pay in 20 days. Ele pegou, tipo, um empréstimo de 30 mil reais e pagou em 20 dias, because he put in a lot of risk, cryptocurrencies. I don't know which one was, but he lost a lot of money, but one, he make a huge gain, and he could pay the loan and take someone to him. And I'm not this kind of guy, because I would be crazy if I did that, you know. 'Cause I think it was easier to him because he was a public employee. He lived with his parents, and he already have a house. He had his own car, so it was easier to him take risk. It was hard to me make take same risk, so I couldn't do the same decision as him. So yeah, I didn't. I don't think it's okay to take a loan to invest, but it's because of my reality.
I have one friends. This married. This have four children, I think, and four children, I think. And this friend, specific friends, um, take out a loan investments too. Take a loan to investments too, and don't have a house, don't have work in the public estate in the this friend is working with me in the business, private business. For me, it's crazy because I don't. This risk is very good for me. I don't do this. Eu não faço isso. But we have again more money and they can do this. If you lose money, I don't talking for us, né? I don't talking for us, but uh, he talking I gain a lot of money. It's I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, I know the feeling. I can't take that risk, and I don't know from you, João Gilson, if you would do that. Did you have this courage, take a loan to invest your money, like the guy Rodrigo say? Did you have this courage, João Gilson? Teria essa coragem?
No, I
But
don't do it.
why? But why you wouldn't do that? Por que que você não faria isso?
A lot of risks. It's danger. Uh, and I don't have a lot of responsibility how he has, and I don't do it. If I have, I won't do it uh
Yeah.
ever because it's danger. When we have some people that depends on us, we need to think more about it, I think, because people can stay in bad ways sometimes because we have bad decisions. If it happiness and the return good, uh, it's wonderful. But most of the times I think it don't work. So I prefer for avoid.
All right, I totally agree with you guys. And since you are getting close to the end of our conversation, I share with you guys some basic vocabulary you can use related to this conversation. I was taking some notes. I always do that, when I'm doing an immersion, and I can give this tip to you guys. Take some vocabulary when you are doing some immersion. If you don't remember how to say something in English, or you have problem to say that in English and you need to use Portuguese, right? The phrase or maybe the word you doesn't know, and later you can go ahead and make a search, okay, and find how we would say that. And because I like to do that, I want to share with you guys. We are getting close to the end